Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome back to FEH Freebies. This time we are kicking off 2022 with January's free summons, but not on this banner. I already summoned on this, and also this is future Brandon. I already did the free summon for today. Here it is. I forgot to record the intro. Alright, Weekly Revival 3, gonna go for Micaiah since we're missing her. Just one blue. Would love to get her for that fancy dancy dual effectiveness. Instead, we just got a parry. Micaiah could send you straight to the Shadow Realm. I wish she had popped up instead. Or an Azura. I actually, you guys probably saw by now the Robin showcase, and I got his Resplendent. I went ahead and picked up Azura while I was at it. Da 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 da, Azura! Because I would like to maybe plus 10 her one day, and that's just a merge. And since I'm probably not going to get Fey Pass again anytime soon, I figured I'd just take the chance. I wish Azura or Micaiah had popped up in that summoning wheel. Oops. Alright, heroes with Moonbow. Pretty solid all around. Good fodder. Though I already have all of them set aside for fodder, so don't desperately need any of them. I kind of think I want another Julian. Fun fact, I was actually saving the copy I have for Robin specifically, but then I got Gatekeeper and I decided I liked him slightly more because he gave more fodder and I could get the lull attack speed off of Percival anyway. But still wouldn't mind having it. And Close Foil does give that attack boost, which would have been nice for Robin, but I like how universal Close Reversal is to let you counterattack dragons as well, and since Robin had kind of good mixed bulk, I figured why not lean into that. So anyway, let's go ahead and try colorless. Well, never mind. I'd rather have Jill than Banana Nand. So we'll go for her, I guess. Attack speed push is a little more generally useful, I feel. So we just got Sheena, so it doesn't really matter too much. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright, for the New Year's Fire and Ice rerun, I think I'm going to go red. I do like Fjorm, but I don't need more copies of her. I'd just probably throw them in as a merge. But Gunther has Joint Hone Speed, which I could use as like fodder for someone, I'm sure. Actually, I did kind of consider putting a Joint Hone on Robin if I had one lying around. So maybe that's what I'd do. And also I could get Hrid, which wouldn't be bad either since he'd be new. I already have Levatine and backup Levatines for Wrathful Staff, so not as important. So we'll go red. Green is the backup. Well... Yeah, so give us a Fjorm merge, because she's super cute. I really wish this Fjorm was a Grail unit. Oh, well, not a Fjorm, but a Shamir. Very cool. Probably realistically better, even if Fjorm is super adorable. Shamir is just more generally useful. Can definitely use her for fodder on null follow-up and attack speed solo, but I don't think I have a ton of attack speed solo fodder lying around, so we'll save her. We'll take a rain check on that fodder, I guess, but very cool free summon. Thank you, Faye. Alright, for the original New Year's rerun, I don't really have a huge preference since I have all of them. I guess I use Azura the most. Although I kind of want to get Takumi because I've got like a few copies of him. One day plus 10ing him would be kind of cool, but I doubt it'll happen. And we actually got Azura. That's kind of cool. I do kind of wish that had been used on a character that was a little more useful in terms of merges, but still cool. I do like Azura, and this version of her is very pretty. So that's an easy merge. I'd rather get regular Azura, honestly, but still very cool. Nice 5-star. Alright, we have the New Heroes and Ascended Joshua banner, which is also the very rare 3 male versus 1 female banner. 2022 is off to a shocking start. This banner doesn't really interest me that much. We're gonna go Joshua just for the chance at that Ascendant Flore. Probably keep him, though his fodder isn't terrible. I'm not really sure who I'd want to put it on. Then we got Nami with also Speed Res Bond 4. Not as good as a Unity, but could still be useful, I guess. And Joint Drive Res, but similarly, probably would keep her. Rennick has Attack Speed Solo and Disarm Trap. Cool, I guess, but kind of the same thing. I just like these fodder combos. Not really sure who I'd want them on. He's also got this dagger, which I'm pretty sure is a non-seasonal version of Dancer Lachesis' weapon. Can't remember. And then we have Colm as the demote with Attack Speed 2 in 2022. That's something, alright. He also has Pivot and Moonbow, which I feel like is kind of rare that we get units with an assist and a special. And Attack Reslink, I think, was on Orochi, so that's not super exciting. Really wish we were getting a more interesting set of fodder in the common pool, but at least a blue infantry dagger is kind of new, so that's cool. But we're going to prioritize colorless red, green, and then blue. So just going to drop our free summons. Would love to get that Ascendant Flore so that I could give Valentine's Alphonse or Winter Ignatz both of their assets. I think they could both make good use of it, or I could put it on like Morgan. Not really sure, but don't need it so desperately that we're gonna spend. I need to save after all. Nope, just clearing. And we also just saw the next Resplendent, which is Florina. I was really worried that right after Est, it would be someone I really wanted, like Korin or Sakura. But it's just Florina, so I lucked out. I'm very glad about that. I don't have to feel any regret about not renewing the Fey Pass. And the Ishtar, I gave her, or I merged her into the one that I already had, and I gave her Windsweep, and she actually is pretty dang solid. So that was at least something nice. An unexpected perk of getting that was I ended up dusting off Ishtar, and she was pretty good. Come on, Joshua, give me that Flore. Nope, just Chad. And last pull. Red, I guess. That's unfortunate. But, and also, as of now, we just hit 1,500 subscribers. So thank you all very much for that. Just going to mention that while it's on my mind. So yeah, thank you. And we're ending this batch on Bantu, which is disappointing, but that's fine. We've already had some good luck this month, so not too torn up over it. Hopefully, though, we pull Joshua sometime in the future and we get that Flore. Alright, so for Weekly Revival 4, I guess I'm going for a Jenny for Wrathful Staff. I think I'd rather pull Blue, honestly, but I don't need Delthea because I refuse to merge her. I will not merge her. I want to keep that Def flaw, and we couldn't have tried for her anyway. I don't have Celica either, but I don't really care enough to go for her. I'd rather have an extra Wrathful Staff, even though I've got copies of that sitting around anyway. Instead, we just got Kagero. This one was a very unenticing banner overall, so no loss there. Alrighty, we have the new power banner featuring both of the Adrift Korins, Halloween Myrrh, and Silas. And this was actually a pretty solid batch of refines. It also had Legendary Erica and Legendary Lucina. And a lot of batches of refines I end up skipping, but this time I ended up refining Halloween Myrrh, Legendary Lucina, and Adrift Male Corrin. I don't use my female Corrin very often, so I haven't decided to refine her, but if I find Male Corrin super helpful, maybe I'll end up refining her as well. But it was a really good batch. I was disappointed with Silas's weapon. It has another one of those janky ally support conditions, which I don't want to have to deal with every time I want to use him, so it's just like, I was on the fence about him, and I was thinking maybe I'd build him if his refine really wowed me, but it's a kind of an okay effect for a lot of hoops, and I just don't feel like it's that good. So, we are going to pull blue, though, because I would love a merge for a Drift Boy over here. Backup, I guess, would be female Corrin, and then Myrrh would be our third choice. But we got a blue, so we're going to go with that. Try and get ourselves a Drift Male Corrin. Come on, blue boy, where are you? Nah, it's just Laura Shell. Blah. That's disappointing, but I don't need extra copies badly enough to drop any orbs here, so we'll see you next time, baby boy. Next up is Legendary Hero Remix, featuring Erica and Lucina. We also have the once in a blue moon return of duo Ephraim and Leon. And we also have Legendary Lynn, Shamir, Catherine, and Grima and Layla, who, okay, Life and Death 4 and Rally Attack Speed. I couldn't remember what she had. Not bad fodder. But I think I'm just going to go for Erica, since she seems pretty solid and I don't have her. And Catherine would also be a great pickup as well. Blue, I already have a +1 Legendary Lucina, so I don't really need her. And I have Ephraim that I still haven't gotten around to foddering just because I don't really know who I want to put it on. So don't really need more of him right now. And green wouldn't be a bad pickup either. Lynn is actually pretty good now with all her buffs. I don't remember what all it does, but her and Shamir are both solid, I think. So I think red, green, colorless, and then blue would be our priority here. But we got one red, so we'll just go ahead and grab that. And hope for a 5-star. Come on. Oh, no, just Sun Boy over here. He's looking very adorable as always. Still just love Toby's art, just super nice. And he is neutral, which doesn't really matter. If I want to build him, I already have a plus attack and a plus speed one that I saved, I think. So doesn't really matter. Not the greatest pull, but I wasn't that desperate for any of the units anyway. Alright, please give me an Azura. Would really like a merge for her. Nyla wouldn't be bad either. Almost tempted to pull both those blues, but I don't need it desperately, so we'll just take the one. I really want an Azura merge, though. Azura, one day we'll get those merges for you. She's at like +3 now, I think. For this weekly revival, we're just gonna go for that Brave Hector merge. One blue, very nice. Myrrh would have been backup, but Hector interests me the most since I use him the most. Said we just got Florina. Not even a resplendent one. Next, we have the Of Lost Kingdoms banner, which looks pretty dang cool. Kind of wish I had the orbs to pull on this, but I'm still thinking about maybe trying for Valentine's Alphonse. So probably not, but we'll see. For now, though, we're just going to do our free summon. But the lineup is pretty great. We have Azura, alongside Leanne as a duo dancer. This time Azura has decided to hop atop a horse to continue her trait of just being an obnoxious dancer. She is pretty solid here with Fury 4 and Crossspur Res, and then Far Trace as options for skills, and it also lets her be a very annoying dancer that just dances and then jumps out of danger. And she provides a Omni buff, just very gross. Look at this and then compare it to like Performing Arts Azura as a Gen 1 pref dancer weapon. This is sad. And then she also has her Grave Waves, of course, just to make things even more gross. Very solid unit. Then we have Carla with Special Spiral and Odd Tempest. A little less exciting of a kit, but still a very strong unit. I was looking at this Lance, and because we had already seen Nyla and we knew there was a dancer unit, I was like, okay, so Nyla has a pref weapon because she's a beast, and the duo harmonic unit will have a pref weapon. So for whatever reason, I just kind of glossed over the fact that this wasn't a pref, and I was like, I was reading all this and I was like, this is insane. Is this really an inheritable weapon? And then I looked up and I didn't see the plus and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I kind of figured there'd be like one 5-star unit with just a generic weapon, but instead Carla gets her own special weapon, and it's bonkers. Very strong special spamming nuke. Pretty great. Nyla, the Queen Nyla returns with Lull Speed Def and Surdy Surge, which looks like a pretty great fodder combination. I was actually thinking of some off-the-wall picks who might like Surge Sparrow, but for those units, I was like, they probably wouldn't want the speed. It'd be kind of cool if there was like an attack def or attack res version of Surge Sparrow, and then lo and behold, here it is. I was thinking it might be kind of funny on some armor units that are slow, but of course they wouldn't want the speed then. So this kind of would be interesting on like some bold fighter armors or something. But she is a very solid unit as well. And then finally we have Zane, who's actually my favorite unit of the batch. Very adorable. He's doing that anime character arms up pose, which is just always really cute. He looks very adorable here. And I kind of want him, and I'd also like copies of his staff because his staff looks really fun. It could be fun on like Forest, it could be fun on Sakura. If we ever got Dwyer as a demote staff unit, it'd be fun on him too. Would just love just a bunch of copies of Zane. Let me have like 20 copies of Zane. I almost wanted to do a summoning session for him, but again, I have to save. And I can already envision just the worst thumbnail and video title for it. You would all be very angry if you saw this pop up in your subscription feed, I'm sure. So perhaps it's for the best that I'll be passing on Zane. But anyway, we're going to pull colorless. Green probably as backup. Red and blue definitely wouldn't be bad either. I think red would be slightly preferred over blue. But I do want a Zane. That would be my preference. I was going to say if there were multiple colorless, I might even be tempted to pull any colorless there. But instead, we'll just take this one. Just a Sizo. That's unfortunate. Maybe on the double special heroes or something. Or if I decide not to pull anything on Valentine's this year, maybe we'll come back and try for a Zane. But for now, unfortunately, we'll just have to let this cutie wander the desert a while longer. Sorry, Zane. Maybe next time. I don't have Na anymore since I foddered her to Corrin, so I guess we'll go for her. The blue's more interesting as a color, but the options on this banner don't interest me very much, so just got one red. We'll pull that. Come on, something cool. Nope. Oh, actually, Urk isn't bad. I ended up foddering both the copies I had, so having another copy is kind of cool, I guess. Not amazing, but not terrible either. Alrighty, we have heroes with Spurn or Repel, which is totally inaccurate as far as names for this banner goes, because The heroes have Close Call, and Frenzy. Neither Spurn or Repel. I don't know why they didn't call this banner Heroes with Dodge skills, which would actually make sense, but whatever. We have Sayri and Marita, and we have Charlotte. And I would like to get Charlotte so that I could put Frenzy on Byleth, though she does have the issue where she has Swift Sparrow 3 as her other skill that I could get alongside that, but Byleth already has that, so we wouldn't really be getting full advantage of it. Maybe it'd honestly be better to put that on like Ninja Corrin. That could actually maybe be slightly better, but we're gonna go for Charlotte. Might even pull any greens that pop up here. Red still wouldn't be bad if there's no greens. I just really wish we'd get like a character with like Frenzy and Drive Speed. That would be a very nice combo, and I could put that on Byleth. We only got one green. I'm actually kind of tempted to pull on this banner, but we've got Anniversary with some stuff potentially coming up, and we have Valentine's banners, so I'm gonna try and hold off. We just got a Python, sad, pathetic Python. Has nothing of value to offer me at this point. I have so many copies of him that I don't need. Begone, sir. Very tempting to pull more greens, but I'll try and hold off. Especially since Charlotte still isn't a great option to fodder to Byleth, since we're not getting that full 4 skills of fodder, so we'll try and hold off, as tempting as it is. For the rerun of Hostile Springs, I'd love to get either Hinoka or Sakura. Leaning towards Hinoka slightly, but green or colorless wouldn't be bad. Almost tempted to pull that other colorless, but I don't really need Sakura. I do want a flying healer, but the only one accessible one is Nana, and she doesn't really interest me that much, so just gonna keep waiting. We got a racing, not very good. Oh well. For this month's double special hero, I'm definitely most interested in green, with Big Sis Hinoka and a lot of fodder, although I'd probably keep her. She's also got Big Sis Camilla with her, so that'd be cool. And we also have Larcy, who has Frenzy 3, which would be great to put on Byleth. Colorless isn't terrible, but I've already got Duo Hilda, so I'd probably fodder an extra one. Freya, also not bad. I might keep her, but I don't know. And then Red has Shauna, who could be cool, but I don't know that I'd want to keep her, and I don't have anyone who needs AD Far Trace right now. So she might just be saved for future fodder if we got her. Mercedes could fodder like AR Far Trace to like Morgan, though I think I'd probably prefer SR Far Trace for her. Might be good on Picnic Leo, but I built him more defensively, so I don't think he needs Kanto as much. I'd probably just keep her just because she's adorable. And then we got the blue, we got Ogma and Juno, who I'm pretty sure both of them were 4 stars, so not super enticing. So we're going to go green. Actually, maybe red would be slightly better, because it's got 2 characters I don't have, so green, red, colorless, then blue. But we'll just pull one. That second green is kind of tempting. But do I desperately need it? I am supposed to be saving, but I don't think one little pull here will break the bank. So we'll grab this second green, try and grab that Frenzy fodder for Byleth, because I'd really like to get him that. Instead, we just got a Libra. Bad. Don't want. Give me back my orbs, Libra, you thief. Alrighty, gonna go for Sigurd. Though Julia wouldn't be a terrible backup either. I could definitely use a merge on her. But we'll just grab this one red here. And just an Ares. Eh. For the Dark Desert Ritual rerun, I already have the Duo, so I think I'm going to go for Kit Kat up here. And Duo Dorothea is actually really good. I run her with my Duo Leaf, and they just shred a lot of things. So we'll pull this one blue here. Try and get a Kit Kat. Instead, we just got a Shigure, which is completely worthless. I don't need you. You don't have any good fodder, and I have like 15 copies of you. Be gone. For Heroes with Luna, I think we're gonna go for Nyx, just because I don't have her, so that'd be some extra infantry flowers. And we could put Null Follow-Up on someone, though I don't have anyone who needs it right now. Sirius isn't bad backup with low attack speed, but I don't really desperately want any of these. So we'll just pull this red here. Grab this. Ba-ba-ba. What do we got? Nah, just Tharja. Wrong Dark Mage. Oh well. Not nearly as exciting, but alas. Alright, we have this month's mythic hero, Saint Irmeen. I wish she was actually an Irmeen. Those things are cute. But no, we have Saint Elmine from Mario Kart Double Dash, and also Fire Emblem 6, I suppose. But much more famous for her appearance in Mario Kart Double Dash. Very bizarre thing, but... and she is our first staff mythic or legendary unit, mythic in this case, which is pretty cool. Kind of surprised it took them this long to get around to making one. Really wish they'd do staff-wielding Hoshido Noble male Corrin. That would be awesome. But she looks really solid. Holy Ground lets her reduce damage, which basically just means that you can run a Flame on both seasons, so that's cool. And then she also has Kanto, and Nudge is not the most flexible healer movement assist, but it is still nice. It's basically Shove, and if there's one place that I'd really want Shove, it's probably AR. I would have preferred if she had come with like Warp as a Smite variant instead of Shove variant, but it's fine. I still use it sometimes on my Duo Hilda, so not bad. And then we have her staff, which turns off a bunch of skills that start at the beginning of turn, so that's pretty handy. I think this also affects like Legendary Sigurd, so that would be incredibly helpful because he's just one of the most obnoxious units on AR defense. So definitely wouldn't mind getting her. We're gonna try for colorless. Aside from her, we have Ashera, and we have Claude. Wouldn't mind Claude especially. Ashura, kind of whatever, but still wouldn't mind getting her, I guess. But I would definitely prefer Elmine or Claude. And then green looks really solid too with Etri, who's absolutely annoying in Summoner Duels. Oter, who I actually use in Summoner Duels. Very nice, very useful, good boy. Maybe not good. That might not be the best adjective to describe Oter, but very helpful nonetheless. And then Ascendant Fjorm, who's fantastic. I also use her in Summoner Duels. She's everywhere. Red and blue are okay. Red has Seliph with DC, Volk, who has awesome fodder. And then Constance also has really solid fodder. Blue I feel like is the weakest. It's still not bad, but Peony was free. And then Julia is alright, pretty solid still. And Happy also kind of solid, but not as impressive for fodder as like Constance. So the least enticing color, but still not bad. This is a pretty solid lineup, but fortunately there's nothing that I desperately need here, so I don't need to spend a ton of orbs. But I might pull any colorless because I really would like to get Elmine, because she just looks very handy for AR. So our order, I think, would be colorless, then green, red, blue. Because even if I got like Fjorm, Fjorm or Otor, I could like merge or fodder, so wouldn't mind them. So we'll go for the colors. Yeah, I'm willing to spend like 4 orbs on the other colorless too. So, what have we got here? Nah, we got a staff, but a very unimpressive one. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Just Klein. Well, the right game, not the right character. That's unfortunate, but with Anniversary coming up and also Valentine's Alphonse, who I'm still at least somewhat interested in, not going to invest any more orbs here at the moment. So we will have to try for her on a rerun, I guess. And we are closing out the month with Weekly Revival 7, all units that we have. And Kana and Siegbert don't have particularly stellar fodder. So I think we're just going to go for a Hinoka. Her fodder's not terrible, but I'll probably just take the merge if we can get her. So this is where we will end things. Come on, 1 Hinoka. Nope. Just a Brady. Just a Brady. So that's a little unfortunate, but I wasn't super invested in getting another copy either, so that's fine, I suppose. Not the best month we've ever had, but not the worst either. So can't complain too much. Anyways, thank you guys as always so much for joining me for another FEH Freebies. We did spend like I think 4 orbs this month, but thanks to the double tempests, we are back in a pretty nice position orb wise, so we managed to save up a good amount. So we are going into this new year feeling a little better. Thank you guys as always so much for joining me on another FEH Freebies, trying to get the orb stash back up. Best of luck to you guys on your summons, whether they be free or otherwise, on any of these or any of the upcoming banners in the future. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon signing out.